Hey guys, and we're back. Somebody getting a message that they're in poverty. An official person, or because I'm the official person. This is my pathway. I'm the one with the gifts. And somebody is in despair about it. Because things is changing with this sudden wealth and this great fortune. Because of the journey, because of a journey, or because I'm on my journey, I'm on my destined path. I'm innocent. Since I was a child, these people knew that I had gifts. They knew what my pathway was. They knew that I was of high honor, and it had them concerned, this whole community. They getting the message, or they got the message. Heavy on the message. They concerned about a message that I'm in my destiny, even though they was pulling all these strings and putting in all this work. So what's going on, Holy Spirit? What are we talking about? A mature woman is sick about this unexpected money. Something is dead in the distant horizon. She going to jail because I'm not a false person. Something is not a lie. A main male. I'm not lying about a main male. Was being my lover so that he can become an official person. This person is under judgment. All these people. They in despair. They concerned about a message that they getting, that things is changing with my destiny, this community, because I made it to my destiny. They getting a message about this money, and what they did for him is going to land them in court. It's going to land them in jail. They was expecting for this family room of a main female to get a gift, or they thought this main male was expecting to work with this family and be with me, main male, main female, and he was supposed to get a gift from this community. This main male was expecting. What this main male was expecting, working with this family, was going to make him a wealthy man. What's he was expecting? He was expecting my destiny, and now he concerned because things is changing. What's the change? What's the change? Things is changing. They getting a message of concern that they under judgment because I'm the privileged lady. A mature man was working with this family. They under judgment. Things is changing. They getting a message of concern. They under judgment for play faking as my lover, to be my main male, to get a gift from this community. He was supposed to marry me and steal my pathway. He was supposed to trap me, and now that ass is going to jail because of what he did for money. He was trying to take me out. Now that shit is dead in the distant horizon because everybody getting the message about how these people was pulling strings to be seen as official people. It got them in their thoughts that they don't got no money no more. They was doing something in the courthouse with a mature woman, and now somebody is sick and they in despair. They concerned about the privileged lady going on a journey because of my job title and position. That's what they tried to steal. They tried to steal my sudden wealth. A mature man. This great fortune was supposed to make him high honor. He was he was partnering up. He was in some type of courtship for a house or with this group of this organization to become a wealthy man. I'm the only innocent one in this family. So I'm telling the truth about a main male and what he was expecting. Now things is changing. People is getting a message of concern. Why they under judgment, or that he under judgment, or why he under judgment, why he going through karma. People getting the message. I was never obsessed with somebody. I wasn't supposed to spill the beans. I'm not trash. Somebody else is. What's these ones? Is these all the same ones? Let's get these. This family knew that I had a twin flame. And they was optimistic that somebody would be able to backstab me. And they would have some type of success if this person was being two-faced to me. And that they would be able to run away into the sunset, begin an adventure, and go on vacation. Somebody was optimistic that this person would be able to play me. Somebody want revenge now for somebody with childish behavior. Because they finding out that this person was just pulling on my heartstrings, playing mind games on purpose. False person in the reverse. Somebody is searching, profile creeping, thinking of you. I blocked this person. False person in the reverse. I'm not a false person. Somebody admire me. But I won't have a love affair with this person and be their dirty little secret, they sex fix. Oh, somebody admired that I'm not a false person and that I refuse to be somebody's dirty little secret. Somebody was just optimistic and hopeful that they would have success. This main male. Who this main male? Confused, lost, feeling invisible. Why is this main male confused? Cause we're soulmate twin flames? And this person is puzzled, confused, and conflicted because I'm getting justice. An air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's this main male. Why this main male confused? He confused to find out that somebody just wanted revenge. Now he want to work it out, negotiate, and beg. Expecting. He was expecting for me to be his new boo. What's the change? Well, give me one more. Expecting to be a new boo. Now this person is triggered because they got caught in the act. I'm cracking up. Something was a facade. Putting on the front, people pleasing, hidden motives, and weird behavior. That's the change. What's the change? Now things is changing because they finding out that this main male is just a big fat fake phony. I actually skirted on that ass. I actually escaped. Things is changing because they finding out that I've been left this person 3 years ago. This person just had an uncontrollable desire, a must-have pleasure, hunger for pleasure. A must-have hunger for pleasure. Things is changing. Maybe people skirting on this nigga. What's the skirt? I ghosted this person. Things is changing because they finding out that I left him and ghosted him. Separated, divorced, ghosted. That's a message of concern to find out that this whole time this nigga been going around acting like we was still in communication. Whole time I ain't talked to this nigga in years. And that's a message of concern. This, of course, the air sign. The Aquarius we always see. Exactly. It's a message of concern. It's a message of concern that I was never obsessed with this person. I was never holding on and clingy. That's the message of concern. I'm screaming. A fire sign can't stop smiling. A fire sign is happy that time is running out. Somebody is on the edge. They was jealous of how settled I am, that I'm established, and they make bad decisions, lustful, greedy, and inconsiderate. So I put up boundaries to this person because of the decisions that they make, and it left them hopeless. Because of a twin flame. A twin flame got legal issues. And I'm laughing. I'm laughing at that ass. Hold on. It's a message of concern that I was never obsessed with this person. Somebody want to communicate. It's a message of concern that I was never obsessed with this person. They just salty, bitter, angry, and decided to be petty. Because they was expecting for me to be their new boo. And I ended up skirting on that ass and ghosting that ass. And it had this person real salty. Adjudication. An earth sign called judgment, and it's evidence. Criminal history. I'm the earth sign. What's the adjudication? Or for what this main male and this earth sign did, they under judgment. It's evidence that this crazy stalker nigga was working with this mama. This person is under judgment because they came for their twin flame. Clown. Being a fucking clown. They was a clown to their twin flame. An earth sign is, I'm the evidence of somebody down low in the closet secret lifestyle and how they take risk, unsafe decisions they don't be thinking. Not somebody want to reconcile, but I'm guarded to this person because I chose to love myself. This person is trying to send me telepathic communication, this air sign, about how he want to marry me now. Around the winter, a family wanted me to be going through chaos, disaster, uphill, and Archangel Michael protected me from that shit. Now somebody is at rock bottom. They overextended themselves. A Pisces, a water sign. Somebody was fucking with my dreams, or they got some type of confirmation through their dream around the spring that a family knew that I had this twin flame and that I would heal, and it was leaving them puzzled. because they thought it was possible to do something, and now they want to apologize. They in regrets. Something about a gift. I'm the gift, and I ghosted this person because they was closed off. Now they want to call me. Now they longing for me. After they was already being sneaky, a sneaky psychopath, they want my nurturing. They want my wisdom. Oh, they knew this about me, and they was unsatisfied. Ooh. So they made me an option and juggled me because they was envious of my innocence? What? Around the fall, somebody was stressed out because somebody was showing me appreciation and that they was stuck. I cut ties from somebody, and now this person is longing for me. They was being deceptive. They wore a mask. Now they want a second chance. I already blocked this person. They burnt their bridge. They just want to be intimate and get me pregnant so that they can have a cord to me. And it's a fuck no. I ain't crazy. The chaos magic is returning back. They done got caught the fuck up finding evidence. Somebody was doing voodoo, a nice guy, and a rich girl, or on a rich girl, on my finances. False person in the reverse. Admire, dirty little secret in the reverse. Too high vibing to be somebody dirty little secret. False person, admire, dirty little secret in the reverse. I was never depressed. Or I'm not depressed. Run away. I hate nothing about you. So something, I'm cracking up. So this person thought that I was a false person. They thought that I was depressed. Remember, because I wasn't talking to nobody, they thought that I was sad and depressed. When I ran away from this person, that's when they figured out that they hate nothing about me and that they made a bad choice. They finding out that I'm not a false person. Somebody admire. I'm not depressed. I ran away from somebody that was saying they hate nothing about me, but was steady making bad choices. What's this admire? They wasn't expecting for me not to sleep with them anymore, but I'm not falling apart. And sexual protection in the reverse. Good child. What's the admire? So somebody that admire me see that I'm not a false person and that I was never somebody dirty little secret. I was never mad. They finding out that this person is just doing drugs. I was never depressed. I just ran away from this person. They hate nothing about me. They just make bad choices. They hate nothing about me. They just make bad choices. They didn't know that I would see them. They didn't think that I would listen to my intuition and run away from them. Or they made a bad choice to work with this backwards ass high priestess, knowing they hate nothing about me. Now they was watching the show go down, enjoying the gossip. Who this backwards ass high priestess? Me. They wasn't expecting for me to listen to my intuition. They wasn't expecting for me to see them making me they dirty little secret. I was never envious. I don't carry that spirit, remember? Bad choices. Wasn't expecting for something to be announced or revealed. Remember, I'm supposed to be dead. I was never supposed to tell what this main male did as a job. Surprise, surprise. Now he confused and want revenge. Somebody was optimistic that they would be able to change me, and it didn't work out like that. Damn. A boss. They was optimistic that they would become a boss. This main male. Remember, he supposed to work with this family and become a wealthy man. This main male is confused now. These people lied to him, and now he want revenge. What's up with this main male that's confused? He trusted that it would be game over for me if he made me crazy. He said that he was getting rooms with a divine being. A backwards ass Scorpio want to hear all about it. What's up with this confused ass main male that want revenge? I'm not toxic. He didn't know that I wasn't a divine feminine and that I wouldn't be his other woman, his secret sex fix. Confused. Why he confused? He confused because he finding out that I was genuine and authentic. What's the revenge? He want revenge on a divine masculine. Why he want revenge on a divine masculine? Keeping you a secret in a reverse? Because he wasn't able to keep it a secret that he was doing magic? To give me an entity attachment. This mature man, or that maybe this priest got an entity attachment. He didn't know how independent, intelligent, fearless, and strong that, oh, I wasn't supposed to know that he was an entity attachment. Remember, I wasn't supposed to know that he was a karmic soul snatching motherfucker. I wasn't supposed to kick him to the curb. He didn't. He told him that I would be. Let's see. Why does main male want revenge on this divine masculine? Because he finding out who I am, and it's total drama action. So what's the connection between this main male and this divine masculine? Somebody is not the source of something. Somebody not a soulmate, not a beta. Somebody is a thief and they trying to run away. So they didn't tell him who I was, that I was connected to God. He didn't know that somebody was a distorted soulmate. He didn't know who I was. He was just trying to steal. Now these people trying to run away because it's total drama action. So what's the connection between this main male and this divine masculine? So they both are part of the same community, this backwards ass community. They all knew that I was high vibrational. Only person didn't know was this main male. So this divine masculine knew who I was. Divine masculine, and he lost his abundance pack. In the last message, it came out that he was karmic. What was the divine masculine? Being investigated because I was never somebody op. I just blocked this person. What's the investigator? It's game over. I'm investigating. Flying monkey in the reverse. I was never an op. I was focusing on me, myself, and I. Blocked. I blocked this person. I didn't fight for what I love. This rich guy. This main male. Why he want revenge on this divine masculine? Because he didn't get the message that I was the leader, that I was the alpha. Why he want revenge on this divine masculine? Because he wasn't able to keep me a secret? What he was trying to... What's this keeping you a secret in reverse? Left behind. He kept it a secret that I would reject him. That I'm a divine feminine and that I'm not into karmic masculines. Ooh, child. Well. They was expecting for me to be their new boo. And now they triggered because I see them as toxic and I don't do too much. Remember, I'm not into karmic masculines. This person was expecting a new beginning. Now he triggered to find out that these people lied to him. They was expecting for me to be their new boo. Now this person is triggered. What they was expecting? To do glamour spells, and I still left that ass because I'm not insecure. When I left, they wasn't expecting for me to leave them, and it made them insecure that they did these glamour spells, and I didn't see them as my divine masculine. Or maybe this main male want revenge on this backwards ass community that said that I would see him as my divine masculine. That's why he was doing these glamour spells. What he was expecting. Somebody is trying to run away. They tired of the drama. Somebody was expecting for somebody to be tired of the drama. What's the tired of the drama? Because I'm too emotionally intelligent. I'm cracking the fuck up. New boo. They fighting. What's the conflict? Heartbroken. Why they fighting? Because they said that I was potentially superficial, lustful. They didn't know that my spiritual rank and that they wouldn't get no upgrade. Ooh. Now this person is triggered. 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 Why they triggered? Because they did chaos magic and it's fucking with them. Why they triggered? Because they finding out I'm not a hater. I was never they op. Why they triggered? They was unsure if I was an earth angel. Why they triggered? Because they trash. They tried to toss out. They tried to get rid of the fact that I was already a boss. And somebody is mad. Well, if you used your own eyeballs to see, then you would have seen for yourself that I was a fucking boss. How, Sway? I don't have no job. Like no job where I go clock in and somebody else give me a paycheck. I work for myself. I've been working for myself going on 10 years. You seen my house. You came to my house. I pay all my own bills. How did you not know that I wasn't a boss? It's real bossy over here, baby. And my rent was $11.25. The fuck? Gas, water, electric. 4 kids. You do the math. This person is triggered. They didn't know that I was an earth angel. They low vibrational. They thought I was low vibrational. And now they finding out that I'm a boss ass bitch and they was never gonna be able to take shit. And they got this person destroyed, shattered, and broke the fuck up. You have got to be quicker than that. Now things is changing because people was finding out why I skirted on this person, why I ghosted them, why we in separation. They was trying to steal my intellect and wasn't able to. What's the change? Something is changing for somebody that sold their soul to the devil. What's the faith in the reverse? They was doing love spells. Things is changing because people don't trust these love spells no more. They know they're not going to get them nowhere. What's the change? Somebody sold their soul to the devil. They did love spells. They didn't know that I was their divine feminine or that I was one. They thought I was toxic. Or somebody had faith that I did a love spell on them. What's the love spell? This cool guy, for me to see him as my main male. That was the glamour spells and the beauty magic, for me to see him as my divine masculine. He sold his soul to the devil working for this family. Divine feminine in the reverse. She was trying to block me with a witchy sister. So he finding out that this Picklatia that he worked with is not a divine feminine. That she was just trying to block me, her and this witchy sister, this Aries. Whole time. I ended up skirting on that ass. I was never scared and somebody is surprised. What's the surprise? Why they surprised? They surprised to find out that somebody is a thief. And that I was never fucking with this person. I had actually ghosted them, separated. I was never fighting for what I love. Who this witchy sister? She the real promiscuous one. She the real Jezebel. She the real sleep around. She knew I was never sending this person the evil eye. And now the evil eye is returning back. My situation didn't explode. That's why it's not game over for me. Private relationship. They wasn't able to make my situation explode, and they don't want it to be game over with this private relationship or getting me in one. I won't be somebody third party. That's why they can't have a baby by me and become a millionaire. Child. It's a message of concern that I was never obsessed with this person holding on or clingy, and to find out that this person was just bitter, angry, salty, and being petty. I was never in guilt, remorse, or regret about no private relationship. Somebody ain't having a new beginning. I never had a baby by somebody. It's a message of concern that I'm not obsessed with this person. Access. They just wanted access. What's the message of concern? They didn't know that I was an earth angel. That's a message of concern to find out that I'm an earth angel. They thought that I was toxic, and they found out that was just trash talk. That was a lie. They thought I was toxic. I was never obsessed with somebody. Obsessed in the reverse. They didn't know they fucked up this bad. Fucking with somebody abundance. Or I'm still getting it. They didn't know they fucked up this bad. Obsessed in the reverse. They all fighting. I was never obsessed. Obsessed in the reverse. They gotta check themselves. Or they getting checked. What's the conflict? A fake friend. They fighting with a fake friend. About what? About a commitment? What's the commitment? Somebody want to apologize. Maybe this fake friend told this person that I was married. Or they mad about what they committed to with this fake friend and they want to apologize. What's up with this fake friend? Something was outdated. What's the outdated with this fake friend? This fake friend told them outdated information and this person trusted. Now they fighting with this fake friend. They not innocent. Or they didn't know that I was. Now they wish they never worked with the ops. What this fake friend say about me? She was talking shit. She knew who I was. Check yourself. Somebody that made a bad choice. They under judgment. What's the courthouse? Or they didn't know about something in the courthouse. They under judgment for working with this copycat. For lying. They made a bad choice that landed them under judgment. A copycat was lying. I never had a kid by somebody. What's the copycat? They didn't get what they manifested. Bitter, angry, petty, salty bitch. A thief. The situation's about to explode. Shit's about to pop off in flames. Somebody in their feelings. Why they in their feelings? Because they wasn't expecting for me to leave them. They under judgment. For expecting for me to not listen to my intuition. Or not wanting me to doing spell work so that I didn't. Or this backwards ass high priestess can't do divination no more. They trying to run away, avoid, and escape what they did. This person is not happy. The projections is returning back. I was never somebody's secret sex fix. Adjudication. Go ahead. Somebody is under judgment, watching the show go down, enjoying the gossip. Okay, hold on. A backwards ass Virgo. What they watching the show go down, enjoying the gossip about how somebody had tantric sex and was doing glamour spells to make them look like they was real, genuine, and authentic. Somebody is really a lust monkey. Or they was lusting after me not being successful. All these people is under judgment, and everybody is watching the show go down, enjoying the gossip about how these people be having tantric sex and doing glamour spells on people to make them seem like they genuine and authentic. They was either lust monkeys and wasn't successful, or they said that I was a lust monkey because they didn't want me to be successful, because they was trying to steal my intellect. What's the single sexy in reverse? Exactly. They didn't want me to be successful because I wouldn't be their secret sex fix other woman in a private relationship. Whole time, this is the lust monkey that be having tantric sex with anything that has a hole and then doing glamour spells. They under judgment. This twin flame for being a clown. Exactly. A divine masculine. Oh, he was supposed to be my divine masculine. He don't got no connection to God. That's why he can't heal, recover, or mend something back together. Who this divine masculine? What's up with this divine masculine? I'm not an impersonator. He wasn't able to impersonate my divine masculine. Divine masculine impersonation in the reverse. I was supposed to be infatuated with him, and that was false information. Or they told him that this family told him that I would be infatuated with him and that I would see him as my divine masculine, but he wasn't able to impersonate my divine masculine. That's why there's no love story. Genuine. Exactly. I'm the bag. I'm the abundance pack because I'm genuine and authentic. And these people expected for me to fight for what I love, and it was a no. This twin flame is a clown. I don't have no kid by this person, and I was never thinking about them. Or he not getting no new beginning because I was never thinking about him. This twin flame is a clown. And his mask is ripped the fuck off. I was never in guilt, remorse, and regret about not being with him. I actually didn't care. His twin flame is a clown. And his money fucked up. His twin flame is a clown. That's why his money fucked up. The death magic is returning back. You call death to every area of my life. Now it's nothing but corpse and flies and maggots around your shit. What's the access? Somebody thought that they could get access. This is my intellectual properties to the ethers, to what I spiritually know. If they could give me an entity attachment, but they wasn't able to attach an entity to me. They didn't know that my spiritual, that I outranked them. Entity attachment in the reverse. Because I'm not a hater. I'm not jealous, envious, or resentful. They just didn't want it to be game over. So they went around lying on me, recruiting haters, saying that I was a hater, all because they didn't want to be done with me. Game over in the reverse. Exactly. They don't want it to be over with them getting a gift from this family. What's the gift? They don't want it to be game over. My gifts is leading this investigation. What's the gift? They don't want it to be game over. So they wanted to give me this AIDS so that they can bring me endings, and now this person is being investigated. Because I never betrayed this person. Investigating. People is investigating. I was never mad. Endings. Backwards ass emperor didn't get the message that my gifts, that I was gifted, and that he would be the ones going through endings. Somebody is shocked. That was unexpected. He didn't get the message in the reverse. He didn't get the message that he would have legal issues for being on this clown shit. Here I am speaking straight facts, extraterrestrial. This is my motherfucking destiny. The fuck? I'm doing exactly what the fuck I was born to do. I'm doing exactly what the fuck God put me here to do. Whether you like it or not. It ain't nothing you can do about it. I bet you that. Now go to jail.